Hi, today it's going to be a recording of a different kind. I'm going to be talking about that superstar of India, that incredible heartthrob of millions and millions of Tamilians, someone who, with his absolutely unique style and charm, has been having massive crowd following, someone who has been a sure shot at the box office, and someone who over the almost about last 40 years plus has been the unofficial king of the Indian screen, who seems to be a potential threat to so many political leaders, especially Tamil Nadu political scenario, the one and the only superstar Rajini. I have worked with the superstar in 5 films, and beyond the films we have connect as individual human beings and also people who are concerned about the common social good. Rajini sir, vanakkam. Hearty congratulations to you. This year, during the annual International Film Festival of India, Shri Rajinikanth sir is going to be conferred this very special award, the icon of the last 50 years in the Indian film industry. I feel so good, I feel so proud, and I feel so happy for him. Rajini sir, all the prayers from my side for you to live many years more, have many more hits, have a strong influence on the socio-political scenario, and with your good heart make a difference to people. So in this video I want to share with my friends who do not know much about my background and connection with the film industry, and especially with Thalaivar as he is being called today, and to talk about one film, iconic film, Thalapathy, which made a huge difference to me in my career, and which I believe is till date the greatest performance rendered by Rajini sir in any Indian film or any Tamil film. The second part of my video would be about the book Rajini's Panchtantra, co-authored between P.C. Balasubramaniam, my good friend, and yours truly, myself. And the third and the fourth will continue. We'll talk more about my experiences and expectations of Thalaivar Rajinikanth. I had worked as the associate director with Mani Ratnam. After Nayakan, when Mani went on to make a few other further films, one of the films that I worked very closely with him was the film Thalapathy. I was the associate director of Nayakan. I was not designated into anything in particular in the direction area as far as Thalapathy is concerned. But I must confess that I had the golden opportunity to work on various departments, including drafting of the script and some parts of the shooting coordination, some part of working as an assistant director. So enough opportunities to watch very closely Rajini sir. There are a couple of moments that will never go out of my mind related to Thalapathy. I think Thalapathy is one film till date where I believe that the best acting skills of Rajinikanth came out there in front. I don't think he has done another film where the emotional content, the strength of character, the depth and intensity of somebody portraying a pain-carrying, eternally reflective, very deep human being who is willing to give his life for the sake of friendship to the other character, which is Deva, Mammootty in that film. Rajini sir's name was Surya in that film. I think his portrayal was absolutely classic. This is a scene where his foster father, Jaishankar, discovers that Rajini sir is the son of Shrividya madam, which of course Surya doesn't know. But Jaishankar ji, he comes to tell him that, look, I know whose son you are. Now this whole scenario is shot in the backdrop of a small bridge, and as we are shooting, the sun started, Surya started setting. And as it is, Santosh Shivan, the cinematographer, had planned for a sepia plus orangish kind of a tone for the film in general, and especially for this particular scenario. And lo and behold, there was this evening sun slowly coming down, and it was just magical. And in that magical moment, I still remember, because I was very closely watching it, as he responded to this surprise and deep shock and painful reality that he is the son of somebody that Jaishankar knows. And he was in denial, and he was saying, no, I don't think it is true. But also encountering his own internal pain. Believe me, without glycerin, very naturally, as tears swelled and as they ran down, I saw this awesome actor very, very emotionally connected actor Rajinikanth out there. That scene will never go out of my mind. Then there was this iconic scene, and this is a particular scene where I am playing the role of the superintendent of police, and this is a meeting that is happening in the collector's office, and my very good friend Arvind Swamy is the collector in this particular scene. And then you have Mammootty, Deva, the big Don, and then his lieutenant, Talabadi, Surya, that's Rajinikanth. And this is a very confrontational kind of a scene, and it's extremely intense. The collector has called them to say, hey, stop all your nefarious activities, enough is enough, and I'm going to be strict. And Deva and Surya have come to tell him, look, the government is ineffective, the system is inefficient, we do something in the best interest of people, and we will continue to do that. Now that's the essence of the scenario. So it's a very high-octane, confrontational kind of scene, and everybody is on tenterhooks. Maybe the collector is pretty cool, but I, in the character of the superintendent of police, I'm sitting on the edge. My hands are itching to grab them, bash them up, I want to establish law and order. I'm a bit of a nut crack, over there. And there is this very interesting part of the scene where the collector says, you got to stop everything. And Surya, who was so far subdued, really gets provoked and says, don't try to play with fire. This is Surya, and that can be a spark. And when he says that, the superintendent of police, I lose my cool and I jump almost and say, just shut your trap. And they're kind of, and then he kind of responds back, reacts back and says, yeah, try and touch me and see what happens. It's an awesome confrontational scene. Now imagine me in a character role trying to tell Rajinikanth, the superstar, the dream of millions and millions of people, to shut up and that I will kind of deal with him. The whole theater goes, against me, yes. But that was an awesome kind of scene. And I still remember one of those very nice, kind of encounters where you got a glimpse of this man's humbleness. There is a particular scene in the film where finally Deva comes to know that Surya is in a way the brother of the collector. And even though Surya knows about it, he never told his boss, Deva, that he's my brother. He held it back. He exactly behaved like Karna, who was the brother of Arjuna, but who stood by Duryodhana in the famous epic Mahabharata. Here, Surya, who is actually a brother of the collector, stood by Deva, who was being confronted by the collector. So Deva asks him, why did you do this? And there is this very melting response that the Surya character says. And it says, because you're my friend, nothing else. In that scene, I remember goosebumps, kind of happened to all of us at the shooting spot. But before that scene, I remember Rajini sir joking with Mandram saying, please, such emotional, power-charged scenes, give it to Kamala Hassan sir or somebody, Give me some simple scenes where I can do some style like this. He's so self-evasive. He was joking about it, but he did a masterly performance. Beyond films, we have known each other from socio-cultural, socio-political kind of concerns. That one in another video, another point of time. But I want to close this with a very beautiful punch dialogue of Rajini sir, never made in films, but which he shared with me during our flight from Bangalore to Chennai. Rajini sir was reflecting about life, talking about many philosophical things. So he tells me, Kitty sir, I don't understand why people complicate their life. I don't know why do they make it so difficult. After all, what do you require? Now comes the punch dialogue. And Rajini sir says, after all, what does a human being need? A body which is useful and a mind which is peaceful. What else does a human being require? The most powerful punch dialogue delivered by Rajini sir in a flight from Bangalore to Chennai. A lot more of things to share with you, but today I want to congratulate Rajini sir for being chosen as the icon for the last 50 years, while this year the International Film Festival of India is going to be taking place in Goa. I'm extremely thrilled. I think, Rajini sir, you deserve every laurel, every award, every appreciation that comes through your way. All the very best. I pray for your health, for your well-being, and for all success in every aspect of your life. Thank you so much. Such a joy to have known you in my life.